Well, opening statement, I guess, would just be that really proud of the guys for hanging in there. We were struggling offensively. We hit some balls hard, but we hit them right at them. They were swinging the bats extremely, extremely well. And we knew that we were going to have to, it was going to be tough to come back. Give Peyton Paulette credit for coming in, giving us 3 or 4 quality innings. I think they scored 1 run on him and, gave us a chance. Down 4, you're still in at 5, 6. Boy, it gets tough, and it could have gotten there. And we finally got a big hit, and then we got another hit, and then I think a walk mixed in there, and a couple of clutch at bats. I mean, Zach Gregory comes off the bench and hits a triple and ends up scoring the tie and run, and then I don't know. I think we got 4 or 5 hits in 1 inning, and I don't know, just a really good comeback win for our team. We had a knack for that early in the season, and it was good to feel it in the dugout that we felt like that we could do it, and they did it.
Matt?
Gregory had his hit in the 7th, and Colin Smith also came off the bench and got you a sac fly. I just wonder what you think about the 2 of them and coming in those situations, having not batted all game.
Yeah, I mean, they both did a tremendous job. Gregory took a pitch or 2 and then got one he liked and hammered it the other way. And, then Colin came in with the tie and run over there at third, and I think it was, and hit the first pitch about 385 feet to the wall and got a sac fly. And he didn't mess around. That's what you like from pinch hitters a lot of times. If you see something you like, hit it. And that's what they did. And just proud of those guys being ready. I told them when they brought the guy in, I said, hey, both of you, they were actually standing by each other. And I said, both of you guys be ready to hit off this guy here. He's a little better against the righties than he is lefties. And, we're going to see how this goes. And about 3/4 away, I forget who it was, Fitz maybe, that was warming up. I went down to Gregory and I said, you're going to hit. And worked.
This was the biggest crowd you've had here all year. I don't know if you noticed these kind of things. John Williams got the crowd all whipped up into a frenzy during the 7th inning stretch, and they were really into it.
We really noticed it. We were pumped. We were just talking about it in the coach's locker room. We've been waiting for the crowd to go crazy, and John must have got bored of watching us, and he tried to get him going. I mean, I appreciate him. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do at home. That was awesome. And they were loud, and he did stir them up, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate that.
You felt like that affected that inning?
Sure do. That's a home field advantage, and we needed that.
Tom?
Hey, Dave, what was Owen doing to keep you guys off stride? And then, like, the mindset, I know you mentioned it just then, but the mindset you took in the 7th inning once they changed out after the second guy was out.
Well, I think that Owen just did a good job. He was getting our left-handers out on curveballs, and, our right-handers hit a few balls hard, but the ones that we hit, they just happened to go right at people. And I don't know, just crafty lefty. He's a senior. He's just building his pitch count back up. He wasn't overpowering, and he kept, the right-handers, he was throwing a changeup late in the count. He was throwing it down low. It started out knee high. It ended up being, mid shin, and we were swinging at it. It was really frustrating, and I know our players were frustrated with it, but we started making an adjustment. I think they saw that we were starting to get on him a little bit. Plus his pitch count got up there a little more than they, probably 70, 75 is probably all they wanted him to go. And, when they brought in the right-hander, I don't think that it changed a whole lot. We just felt like that, we were due to put together an inning. I mean, guys were staying into it in the dugout and coaching each other and telling them what they were seeing when they came back. And, it just worked out.
And Dave, you brought Cops in. Was the plan maybe to try to go 2 with Wiggins, or Cops was ready to go there?
Yeah, the exact plan was we'll go Wiggins if we can too, but if it's not going great or we don't feel real good about it, then we're going to go with Kevin whether it's with 2 outs in the 8th or whatever the case may be. And then once we got through the 8th, we were 100% going with Kevin, whether we scored or not, to try to get through the 9th and, maybe win in the bottom of the 9th, whatever. But fortunately, we punched in a run there, and Kevin did another great job.
Okay, thanks.
Nate?
I was wondering with Cops, I mean, could he be a Barrett Ashton where you even use him again tomorrow and he can, pitch 3 games in a series?
Well, he's already telling us he can. And I mean, he threw 12 pitches. He warmed up, and, big, strong, older kid. We'll just see how it goes. I guess I won't tell you no, but we'll just have to wait and see how he feels tomorrow. A lot of times, they don't get sore for 48 hours, and he hasn't had 48 hours yet, but now he pitched again, so it might not be till Monday. But we're not going to push it. If he's good, we'll let him maybe go an inning. But if not, we've got other guys that just need to get it done.
Thanks.
Curtis? No. Matt?
It looked like you were pleased with Wallace during the 8th inning on a couple of dirt ball reads, advancing bases. What were your thoughts about that?
Well, obviously, Slavin's hit. Wallace gets on base. He takes it was a 3-0 count, went to 3-1, 3-2, and then he walked. Obviously, I didn't want to bunt Slavin's. He hits the first pitch, a changeup, and he's 10 foot short of a home run down the line. So we didn't advance him, and for him to read that ball in the dirt like that, he saw the ball out of his hand. He realized the ball was going to hit in the dirt, and he took off. He took a little bit of a chance, and obviously it paid off. Then we had some shots to get him in, and then again he scores on a wild pitch on an 0-2 count, and that ended up being the winning run. But that was a really good read in that situation.
It's 2 straight weeks where Paulette's given you a pretty good outing out of the bullpen. What can you say about how he's responded to taking out of the starting rotation and thriving in that role that he's gone into?
I think he's handled it really well. He hasn't powdered. He's just worked, and he's just trying to help the team win. And, he may start next week. I don't know how we're going to handle it yet, but, we were willing to go about 90 to 100 pitches with him tonight if we had to, even if we didn't score, just to kind of build him up to get him ready to possibly start next week. But, the way it turned out, we scored the runs. We decided to go with some guys that had finished games already this year.
Butch?
I'm good.
Robert?
Hey, Coach. Brody Moore, their second baseman, had 4 hits tonight. Do you think you might try to pitch around him tomorrow, or what do you need to go to sort of make him less effective for them?
Yeah. Well, obviously he's hot. He hit some balls hard last night. He hit a home run. He almost hit one tonight. And honestly, what we'll do is we're going to pitch him differently. I don't want to tell you what we're going to try, but it'll be different.
Seth?
Yeah, second kind of straight week in a row, Dave, that Vermillion hadn't had just the best start. What are you seeing out of him?
Not locating his pitches. That's bottom line. He's got to locate. He's, they're swinging at him because he throws a lot of strikes. And, Auburn has a really good hitting team. It's pretty obvious. And, he's got it's command. It's all about the command. It's pitch and it's not throwing. It doesn't matter if you throw 98, 94, 90. You've got to locate pitches, and movement is a plus, but the location is the key. I think right now he's also just hasn't had his command the last couple of weeks.
Matt, you have anything else? All right, thanks for the time, Coach.
Okay.